Well, a short time ago, the Vatican released images of the Pope in his casket. We're about to show you those now. The Pope's coffin will be then taken to St. Peter's Basilica for public viewing. That is tomorrow. Barbara Serra is here with me, and this is the chapel in his place of residence. He chose not to live here or at the Vatican. This is St. Martha's house. Should we just listen briefly to what we're seeing here?
Nella luce della beatitudine eterna, per Cristo, a una vita nuova in Cristo.
So, Barbara, releasing pictures there of a simple casket. We know he's made major changes, hasn't he, to what he wants, to show that humility by which he lived his life.
Absolutely. And the fact that he lived in the Santa Marta residence in a way shows that he lived in a more humble way than popes had before him. So that is the chapel of the Santa Marta residence. You know, the chapel where in his moments of solitude he would go and pray by himself, very much, you know, the chapel that he would go to the most. So we see the open casket surrounded by Swiss guards, also some key members of the clergy, Pietro Parolin, who's the Secretary of State, we saw a little bit earlier, the Camerlengo as well, Kevin Joseph Farrell. Now, the Camerlengo is this word we're hearing a lot. That's basically the person who is in charge of the administration of the Vatican until a new pope is elevated. We also saw the Archbishop, Master of Ceremonies, Diego Ravelli, and also another Master of Ceremonies, Lubomir Velnitz. So they are surrounded by the Swiss guards. This is the second phase of the funeral, if you will, where now, so that the body is here at the Santa Marta residence. Forgive me, the second phase will begin tomorrow when we expect the open casket to be taken to St. Peter's Basilica. And I was just in St. Peter's Square a little bit earlier, and already they're putting up barricades and all sorts of, you know, because they're expecting loads and loads of people to show up, thousands if, you know, the previous funeral of Pope John Paul II is anything to go by, for the faithful to be able to pay their last respect.